What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the back nine out here at Eastway Park in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you haven't watched the front, go and check it out. We're like 4 down or so. Whenever I do these types of videos, I don't keep score on my phone or anything like that, so I lose my thought process very easy. But today, y'all, we are throwing all of these. These are all new discs. We've thrown a bunch of them already on the front nine. They're all from Hand-Eye and Ricky Wysocki subscription boxes. So this is a Lucid X Moonshine Trespass. That one's been pretty fun. This is a member exclusive verdict. So if you're a verdict thrower, this one's pretty cool. I've never seen a verdict like that before. This is not from the Hand-Eye box. My buddy gave me this Stag gluten. It is a 8603. So this has the old numbers on it, and y'all know I'm a huge Stag fan. This is a World, and I used to throw the World a lot. So I'm happy that I got a new one. This bottom stamp, Ricky Wysocki Raider. This thing is a beast. We've got the Saki Bomb Slammer, which I enjoy. It's not as stable as I would think, or as overstable as I would think. Like, I expect it to be like a Justice, and for me, it's not even close. Now, one of the discs I'm most excited about in this box is this, again, an exclusive Orbit Harp. This thing feels so good. Like, Orbit plastic is incredible, and an Orbit Harp, like, the Harp is so iconic, such a good disc. Biofusion Enforcer here, this thing is a beefcake, and it feels really, really good. Thrown that a couple times. We got a Pure, blank on the top, bottom stamp. This is a disc I've probably thrown the most so far this round. This Ricky Wysocki Sergeant. It's a little less stable than a Felon, and it just looks super cool and like retro. Like, this color is pretty rad. I really like that. The Destiny, if y'all watched my tournament practice round that I posted before the last one, I threw this Destiny on like almost a 400-foot forehand, super easy. It was like 370, and I barely even threw it. And it just has a great line. So this is gonna be a disc I'm gonna be throwing a lot, I think. We've got a Verdict right here, another orange Hand-Eye one. This is a super cool bottom stamp, a little mushroom cloud, Wysocki EMAC Truth. We've got a Captain, which is glow in the dark, which is pretty cool. It is about to rain, I need to get going. And then a Dagger right here, which is pretty rad. Like, that stamp on there is super dope. But let's get into it. All right, so 262 here. I am gonna throw the Sergeant. I was walking through the woods earlier. I gotta pull these down. I was trying not to get poison ivy on me. We're gonna throw Sergeant here on a forehand, kind of flat, and let it stable out towards the basket. Maybe get a little skip. Oh my gosh, I released that so poorly. That's really frustrating. All right, so there's a guy ahead of me, so I'm gonna throw a couple of approaches here. We're gonna throw a Slammer, we're gonna throw the Harp, and might throw something else. So Slammer here, gonna give it a little bit of ante, aiming at the basket, and it should end up pretty close to the basket for us. Dude, I don't know what it is about the Slammer. I'm just absolute garbage with it, I guess. All right, Harp. That one's parked. Let's see, and then we got this Verdict. All right, cool. I need to put in some work with the Slammer because it does feel good. I'm just like so bad with it. Still out here practicing, so I'm gonna still putt from here. Why, dude? Let's putt with the Slammer. Maybe that's what we need to use it for. Man, that was a bullet. All right, so this is one of my favorite holes out here, honestly. I'm gonna throw a couple of shots on it. I guess I'll throw the Slammer too. I'm gonna throw the Harp to start with a little bit of ante and trust that it'll come back and finish towards the basket. Yeah, outside of that. Oh, wow, barely inside. That's absolutely parked. That disc feels so good. All right, let's throw both of these verdicts. It's gonna rain soon, so I might not throw too many shots actually. Yeah, come on, get stable. Yeah, that one's not bad. And then I guess I'll throw the slammer on a backhand. Let's see what this thing does here. Oh, wow, okay, so it's super stable on a backhand. Yeah, I'm gonna start hurrying because it's looking like it might rain. That harp shot there was sick. I really like the way this flies. So I'm gonna throw 2 shots here. I'm gonna start off by throwing this stag, aiming at the tree that's kind of curved with a little bit of Annie. And it should settle up nicely by the basket. Kind of a bad kick, but I think we're pretty close to the circle. Good stuff. All right, so Destiny on a forehand on this hole has lots of potential. Aiming down the right side, flat. And the hole is 334. I feel like it plays a little bit further, but see if we can get there. Man, my other Destiny is so much more understable. That's brutal. I'm gonna throw the captain now. Directly into it. All right, I'm kind of far back here in the woods, so I can't get the best angle for you guys. Brutal. Practically have nothing. I'm gonna just try and throw this slammer out here. All right, that's not bad. All right, good pars. All right, so I think I'm gonna take the EMAC Truth here. This is 291, a little bit downhill. Try and go to the outside of that one tree. Do I want to throw the EMAC or do I want to throw? I think I might actually throw this stag, which I know isn't a part of this bunch, but oh, the fairway on this hole is a little bit annoying to me because it does seem super freaking random. Like even if you hit your gap, I don't know. All right, see what the EMAC would have done. Would have gotten lucky. Okay, so with how the slammer has been flying for me, this seems like a perfect chance to show you guys that you can like throw it like this, and it should just glide down towards the basket if we can hit the gap right. Go in. See that? Like it never stables out. It just kind of pushes. Yeah, the EMAC Truth is over here. That's funny. I had forgotten I'd even thrown it. I'm okay with par in this hole. All right, I'm gonna throw the captain here and see if we can push it down there. That'll be a par. This is more of like a backhand turnover hole for me. All right, so I said this should be a par, but could have spoken too soon there. Take the slammer and throw it high, I guess. That's so bad. That's a great skip though. That was what I needed to do. That's good. That's right by the basket. All right, so I need to be able to make putts like this in tournaments. Get back here. Off of me, please, Nats. Yes. I don't know why that's coming out on a hyzer and missing to the right, but we made the first one, so that's what we needed. Good par save right there. All right, so this hole I'm gonna throw 2 shots. I'm gonna throw this Biofusion Enforcer. The hole is like less than 300 feet, 285. But I throw it on Annie to the right side of those trees and it should crash into the basket. That's kind of the hope of it. Now fly up the hill. Yeah, that's incredible. That should be an easy birdie. Yeah, so that is exactly what we're looking for on this hole. Like you might think, why the freak are you throwing a distance driver? But it's so stable that it just crashes up this hill more so than another disc would. So we're probably 6 down now, maybe. All right, so this hole you want a pushing hyzer on. So I'm gonna throw the Destiny here. Might stand up a little bit, but ideally we just want it to push on that hyzer angle around to the left. Push, push, push. All right, I didn't hear any trees, so we should have a forehand into the basket. All right, so it just started raining, so I'm gonna try and throw this out. I'm gonna throw the pure, stand still. All right, I gotta go. It's been fun, guys.